Hey, I am in New York tonight. I just got finished doing a yoga session, and I just wanted to make this video um, to say that I had a really interesting day. Um, I have a lot of days where sometimes I feel um, like maybe I'm not living up to my full potential or doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, or there's a stigma that comes with being a flight attendant, and that stigma is that we are uh, air waitresses or air hostesses, or uh, like we're wait staff, servants, maids, or and that's really not the case at all. I've said it so many times before, but a flight attendant, their primary duties are for safety purposes, not for pouring Diet Cokes and giving you peanuts and snacks. That's just that's for your comfort. But flight attendants are really there primarily for your safety. So you know the fact that people think that they can just talk to us any kind of way, treat us any kind of way. There was this. I just saw this thing on the news. I try not to watch the news, but I just saw this thing on the news where um, apparently someone thought it was a good idea to slap a flight attendant. Go figure, right? But I'm just. It's just a trip to me that we live in a world where people think that because people are at their job or at their place of work, that you can treat the people any kind of way, and you can't. You shouldn't. You should treat people the way you want to be treated. You don't want anybody to come into your job and act crazy with you and treat you disrespectfully because they feel like because they paid for a ticket they can talk to you and treat you any kind of way. Not cool. Anyway, that's not really what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about is sometimes when I'm at work, I feel like I'm not doing everything that I should be doing until until something happens and it's like, okay, I'm right exactly where I'm supposed to be at this particular moment. And that happens to me at work more times than not. With every trip that I do, every shift that I have, it's usually with somebody I've never met before. I'm usually meeting new people. It's upon occasion I might fly with people that I've flown with before, but a lot of times I'm flying with people that I've never met before, and that happened today. And a lot of times when I'm flying, as I'm getting to know the person's getting to know me, it comes up that either that person is a cancer survivor, or their family member, loved one, spouse, sister, cousin, best friend, somebody in their family is, or someone that's close to them that they love, if it's not them themselves, is going through breast cancer. And that happened to me today. And I realized that I'm there for a reason. I mean, obviously, it's not all about me, but I'm there for a reason, because when that person says that, they don't know who I am. They don't know me. They don't know my story. They don't know me from a can of paint. And I don't know them from a can of paint. But when they start saying certain things that a lot of people would not understand, because a lot of people haven't been through, and I can empathize with them and I understand what's going on, I realize in that moment that I'm placed with that specific person at that specific time for a reason. And because of my experience with cancer, with breast cancer in particular, uh, I'm able to share information, resources, and I'm able to give a hug when a hug is needed. I know what that's like. I understand, and it makes it makes it makes my purpose, because I'm all about purpose, right? It just makes me feel like my job is not just about me going and flying and seeing the world, because really that's why I wanted to do the job, but it's more to it than that. It's connecting with people who are where I've been, or people like me, or people going through things that I've been through. Like, I'm able to comfort and share and love on people who need me, and I need them too. I mean, it's not just them needing me, I need them too. And the universe has a way, God has a way of bringing people together that need to be brought together. And I realize that, I understand that. I've always known that, of course, but you have those moments where it's like, why aren't I living up to my potential? Why aren't I a brain surgeon? Why aren't I a lawyer? Why aren't I a doctor? Why didn't I finish college? Like, you have these moments of why, and then God will show you why, because God will place you where He needs you, or she needs you. God puts us where we need to be at the time that we need to be in that time. And sometimes we just have to be thankful and grateful for the position that we're in, because we're there for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Nothing is by mistake, nothing is by chance. Everything is for a reason. And I just wanted to share that. That was on my mind and on my heart, and I just needed to share that. Maybe that hits home for somebody. Maybe you can feel me. Maybe you understand what I'm saying. Maybe you have a job where sometimes you wonder if what you do is important, what you do matters, or if you make a difference in your job. And I just want to let you know that yes, it doesn't matter what your job is. You could be an underwater basket weaver. You might be flipping fries or burgers, or you might be, a police officer, or I don't know, you might be a manager at Bath and Body Works, or maybe you work at the movie theater, or maybe you're a brain surgeon or oncologist or whatever. I mean, whatever it is that you do, it matters, because every person that you come in contact with at your job, a job is the place that most people spend most of their time. You're probably at your job 8 hours or more a day. You probably spend more time at work than you spend anywhere else. And the people that you come in contact with, your coworkers, your clients, your patients, your whatever it is that you do, you work at a warehouse, like whatever, whoever you're coming in contact with for your job, part of your job is the contact that you make with other people, because we all have a purpose and we all have a reason. So with that being said, this is what I want you to take away from this. When you go to work, look at the people are coming in contact with. Listen, like really listen to what people are saying to you. And understand that you are there with that person at that time for a reason. Maybe that person needs a word of encouragement. Maybe you need a word of encouragement. Maybe you need some wisdom that this person might have, or maybe that person needs some wisdom that you might have. We all come in contact with each other because we can all learn from each other. We're here to help each other grow. We are, one of my friends said this to me, we're all each other's angels. So when you think about it like that, that might change your perspective when you go to work. So I know that I've had jobs where I dreaded going to work. And I know I'm not the only person who's had a job like that. I can honestly say I don't usually dread going to work now, because I enjoy what I do. But there are some days, and today was one of those days, where I have to be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, I have to be at the airport at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, no! But anyway, enough about that. Just keep in mind, when you get up for work and you don't feel like getting up, because that happens to me all the time too. You don't feel like getting up. When you don't feel like getting up, think about the fact that you might say something that might change somebody's life, might touch somebody's life, or somebody might do something that changes your life or touches your life or impacts, your perspective or your thought process or something. You don't know. Every day is an adventure, and you don't know who you're coming in contact with. You don't know what the importance of your paths crossing. So just think about that every day that you go to work. Even if it's a job that you hate, you're there for a second. You're there for a reason. And, before you can leave that place, you're there on an assignment. And you're going to be there until your assignment is complete. And once your assignment there is complete, you will go ahead and go to the next job or start your own business or whatever it is that your next assignment is. So just look at it as an assignment. When I get up and go to work, it's an assignment. I don't know what the assignment is. I don't know until I'm in the middle of it. And it's like, oh, this is why I had to go to New York today. This is why I'm in Missoula, Montana. You know what I mean? Like, it's a trip. Anyway, I just had to share that. So, take every day one day at a time, and remember, every day there's a purpose and a reason for every day, every connection, every path that you cross, because we're angels to each other. That's something to think about, right?